Good morning class. Today we will discuss about purification of colloids. Students, earlier we have discussed about the preparation of colloids, that how they are formed. So during their formation, the colloids are not in very pure form, okay? There are some impurities also. So now in this topic we will discuss how to purify them. So students, let's start. Students, as our topic is purification of colloidal solution, so here in this what we do, there may be impurities in colloidal salts which may be of following two type. Okay, always impurities may be of two types, that is, one is soluble with the component and the other one is insoluble. So talking about the two, let us discuss the very first, that is insoluble impurities. Student, you know earlier also, in case of insoluble impurity, what we do, we simply purify them. Okay, how? Through the filtration process. Okay, suppose they are insoluble impurities and we just apply, we take a conical flask. Here is the conical flask. We keep a filter paper into it. Okay, that is, okay, filter paper into it. Then we pour the solution through the filter paper, and here we will take a beaker or a test tube. Then what happens, the insoluble impurity, let me change the color. Suppose here insoluble impurity will remain in the filter paper and the soluble impurities, okay, the soluble impurities will fall in the solution. Okay, that is, the soluble portion will in the test tube or in the beaker, and insoluble impurity will here aggregated on the filter paper. So this is about the insoluble impurities. But here in this chapter we have to discuss about the soluble impurities. So what are soluble impurities? Firstly, we have to know that, so basically electrolytes or ions or molecules are present as soluble impurities in colloidal salts. What happens in colloidal salts? The soluble impurities may be electrolytes, maybe ions, or maybe molecules. Okay, students, you know that a small quantity of electrolyte is good for colloidal solution, but when it exceeds, it will result in coagulation of colloidal solution. Okay, so we need to remove them. Okay, that is, the soluble impurities, we need to remove them. For that, following methods are used for removing soluble impurities. These are, you can see here, the very first is dialysis, the second one is electrodialysis, and the third one is ultrafiltration. So students, let's talk about the three clearly. So the very first, that is dialysis. So what happens in dialysis? It is the process of removing substance in colloidal state from those present in true solution state with the help of fine membrane as dialyzer. Here what we use a dialyzer. You can understood this clearly. You can also look here at the diagram. This diagram shows the mechanism of dialysis, that how dialysis is done. Here also we are simply taking a parchment paper, or that may be animal membrane bag. So what happens, suppose we are passing a running water, okay, into a tumbler or what, and we have attached a parchment paper. You are seeing here, this is a parchment paper. We have attached parchment paper and we keep the colloidal solution into it. Okay, the colloidal solution is kept in it. Now what happens, students, in this method, sol is taken in parchment paper or animal membrane bag and placed in running water. You can see here, from here water is running. The soluble impurities are gradually diffused. Okay, so the soluble impurities which are present here, suppose these one are soluble impurities, so this will diffuse in this solution. Okay, this will diffuse in this solution. Okay, and what happens, that is going in running water and then filtered, and the pure colloidal solution remains in the bag. What happens, the pure colloidal solution remains in the bag. This is the process of dialysis. Okay, students, you can also understood this, not understood this, there is a great importance of dialysis. Okay, in our day-to-day life, there is a very great importance of it. You know, our blood is a colloidal solution. Okay, and impurities of blood are removed by kidney through dialysis technique. That our blood, the impurities in our blood are removed by our kidney through this process, that is the dialysis technique. Okay, So this is about the dialysis process. Now let's talk about the very second, that is electrodialysis. Here what happens, student, you can focus on the word electro word, that is electric current, or you can say electric field. So in the dialysis process, when there will be the presence of electric field, then this will known as electrodialysis. Okay, so student, what happens, actually dialysis is a slow process. But when impurity is in electrolyte, suppose we are knowing that the impurity in the colloidal salt is of electrolyte, then what happens, dialysis can be fastened by electrolysis. That is, in electrolysis what happens, electrodes are fitted outside the parchment bag. Suppose this is the parchment bag, you can see the diagram. Suppose this is parchment bag, okay, and outside it we are fitted two electrodes, okay. And what happens then, there are colloidal salts in the parchment bag, and we are assuming the impurities, the soluble impurities, as electrolytes. So they may be they must be ions. They may be positive ion, they may be negative ion. So what happens, impurity particles move toward oppositely charged electrode. Suppose here is the anode, so negatively charged particle will exert here, and positively charged particle will exert here on cathode. Okay, so as they aggregate on oppositely charged electrode, and then they flow out with water. Here you can see they flow out with water. Look here properly, here water is coming in, that is running water is coming in. And what happens, when the ions, the electrolytes having negative charge goes to the anode, and positive charge goes to the cathode, and just flush out with the water. Here you can see water plus electrolyte. So this is the process of electrodialysis. Okay, basically what happens here, nothing is done, only electric field is generated, and electrodes are attached outside the parchment paper. Otherwise all the processes are same. Now students, let's talk about the very third, that is ultrafiltration. So what happened in ultrafiltration? Here from the word it is clear that there must be filtration process going on, as earlier have done. So now in this process, the filter paper taken, their size is reduced. Okay, the pores are so much reduced, or you can say that the pores are made such that they will allow all the particles to move from them, but only colloidal particles are not allowed. Okay, that is, it is the process of separating the colloidal particles from the solvent and solute present in colloidal solution by specially prepared filter. These filters are specially prepared. What are they? So these filters, that is, they are simply ultrafiltration paper, and they are permeable to all substance except the colloidal particle. Okay, so that is, the size of pores of this filter paper, known as ultrafiltration paper, is such that colloidal particles are retained on filter paper while impurities pass through it. Suppose we have in a test tube there is a colloidal salt, okay, and we are keeping a ultrafiltration. This is a ultrafiltration tube. Okay, this is what ultrafiltration paper. Okay, then what happens, we are taking a beaker, and here all the particles are coming into it. Okay, all the particles are coming into it, that is the impurities are coming here. But what happens, the colloidal particles will stay here. Okay, this is what the ultrafiltration. Okay, so students, now let's recall what we have studied today. So we have studied about purification of colloidal solution. In this we discussed about type of purifications on the basis of the insoluble impurities and soluble. For insoluble, we generally done the filtration process through normal filter paper, but in case of soluble impurities, that may be of electrolytes, of molecules, of ions, for that there are three methods, that is dialysis, electrodialysis, and ultrafiltration. So now let's talk about the dialysis. So for dialysis, what is done, a parchment paper is taken and colloidal salt is kept into it and pass in running water. Then what happens, the impurity is gradually diffused in the water and filtered, and the pure colloid solution remains in the bag. This is the process of dialysis. And why it is important? Because it is a great application in our daily life. That is, our blood, that is a colloidal solution, is purifies through this. That is, our kidney purify our blood through this technique, that is dialysis technique. Now we have discussed about electrodialysis. Here what happens? Simply the dialysis is done in the presence of electric field. We have just taken electrodes here, okay, and what happens? The ions, that is this may be done in case of impurities as electrolyte. So the negatively charged ion goes to the anode and positively charged ion goes to the cathode, and then just flushes out with water. So here you can see water and electrolyte are removed, and particles, that pure particles, here you can see with very small colloids left here. Okay, so this is about the mechanism of electrodialysis. Now we have discussed about ultrafiltration. So here we come to know that there is a special type of filter paper which allows all the particles to move, but the colloidal particles are retained on filter paper. So students, this is all about today's lecture. Thank you, class.